Hi, and sorry, I guess. I know this is not the most prettiest of sets, but in my defense, this video is not about super fancy locations. It's about this effect here. Hello and welcome here on Random Rotation. I hope you're all doing well. I'm back in my chair now here at this desk. I think this looks a little more pleasing. So let's bring our footage into DaVinci Resolve. And here I have it in my timeline. I don't need to track the whole clip. I want the logo to appear right here. So all I want to track is this little bit at the end. And the easiest way to do so is to simply cut the clip at this position. Once that's done, I jump over into the color page. Cause believe it or not, we do not need Fusion to achieve this effect. Let's go into the effects section. If you do not see this, you can activate it up here. And now I search for the surface tracker effect. Here it is. Now I could throw it into this node theoretically and work from here, but I don't want that because that won't give me all the node inputs that I later need. What I want instead is a separate node for the effect plugin. To get that, I simply drag it somewhere in the empty space here and let go. You see, this node has some more inputs. And now I drag it onto this connection line, like so. We're starting in the bounce section. Here I draw a simple mask around the area that I want to track. If I would like to exclude certain parts of the clip, I have to create a hole, like so. Now I have created two things, bound one and hole one. And when I move over into the mesh section, you can clearly see that it's working like expected. The middle part will be excluded during the track. As I do not want that in this case, I simply delete the hole and move on to the mesh settings. Here we can say how we want the track points to be distributed. There are two options, automatic and uniform grid. I gotta be honest, automatic works very fine. I have never changed that so far. I double the point number limit for more accuracy. I don't think that I really need more than 100. And the point spacing is also okay for me. Moving on to the actual tracking section. All I change here is the quality from faster to better. I make sure that I'm on the very first frame and then I start the process. And while this is running, we can see very nicely how the points adapt to the surface. Okay, this is done. Now I bring in my random rotation logo, and when I connect it to the tracker node, we run into a problem. Even though this is a PNG file with a transparent background, the transparency does not seem to work. Breathe. Don't panic. That's what we need these inputs for. I right-click on this node and add a serial node. Or, let me undo this. Alt-S. Same thing. And now I connect this top blue output to this blue input. We can see that something is happening here. And this blue output to this blue input. And voila! The logo sits in place. The only thing left to do is to lower the opacity a touch, because I think that looks better in my case. Therefore, I hop over into the results section of the surface tracker, and under compositing, I can now very easily lower the opacity to something like, I don't know, this. Yeah, that is the surface tracker. Very, very nice plugin right inside of DaVinci Resolve. Of course, it needs some texture. My t-shirt in this clip worked pretty great. With a plain white shirt, this would have probably gone wrong. And that, my friends, is it for this week. I really hope you liked it, and if so, I think you know that by now, right? Thank you very much. I see you in the next video, and until then, stay safe and motivated. Bye for now.